Playing the game Clue or getting out of an escape room gives you some idea of what we went through during week 7 of the Reading Police Citizens Academy last night. Sergeant Chris Mills and others in the department were the masterminds behind setting up this introduction to CSI, crime scene investigation.
Inside, they found a victim on the ground with significant trauma to her head. She was located on the ground right there.
A pistol, a blunt object, blood spattered on the floor and elsewhere. And it was up to the Citizens Academy to solve the whodunit.
Patrol described the parolee as having a small amount of dried blood on his hand and over $300 in cash.
Tommy Boucher volunteered to be the lead investigator with a team to take photographs, lift fingerprints, and among other duties, conduct interviews of suspects like the murder victim's husband, Richard, who was surprised to hear of his wife Beth's death, allegedly.
My wife is dead? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Now, you can look for evidence that supports a theory, but you have to ultimately go where the evidence points.
Then it was time for the briefing, where the law enforcement case was laid out.
Eventually, Beth felt threatened enough to confront Richard with her firearm. She fired at Richard and struck him in the arm. Richard was able to overcome Beth, disarm her, hold her down on the ground by her throat, causing strangulation injuries to her neck. Richard then used a weapon of opportunity to bludgeon Beth in the head, causing significant trauma.
There are no grades in the academy, but I asked Sergeant Mills for his opinion on the group's police work.
They actually found and evaluated most of those clues that we put into the scenario and came up with a theory that was very similar to the theory that we were presenting. They did that based on following where the evidence led, talking to the various witnesses, and then communicating between those groups to come up with a logical theory about what happened. I was very impressed. We'd probably hire any one of those folks.
Next week, communications at the Shascom Dispatch Center, a jail critical incident presentation, and more. If you're interested in this, it's looking like the Fall Academy will start in September or October. Keep checking the Reading Police Facebook page for when and where to apply.